Gamma! Yeah. You're gonna be safe.
Ayan, makikita.
Do you think we can make it the whole day without you doing something bad?
Ayan, makikita. Hindi.
Have you ever found yourself scratching your head, wondering why your cat behaves the way they do? Maybe they're doing something that seems completely out of the ordinary, or they're giving you signals that you just can't seem to decode. If you've been living with a cat for any amount of time, you've probably heard a lot of myths about cat behavior. You might even believe some of them yourself, but here's the thing. Most of these myths are holding you back from being the best cat owner you can be. Cats are mysterious creatures. And we all know that, right? They're unpredictable. They love to do their own thing, though, and sometimes they can leave us frustrated and confused. But the truth is, understanding their behavior goes beyond simply accepting these myths. Today, I'm going to take you through 5 cat behavior myths that are keeping you from being a better cat owner. Whether you're a first-time cat owner or a seasoned feline enthusiast, these myths could be affecting your relationship with your furry friend. And it's time we set the record straight. Ready to challenge what you thought you knew? Let's dive in. Myth number 1. Cats are always independent and don't need affection. If you've ever heard this one, you're not alone. It's the classic myth that cats don't want affection, that they're perfectly fine being left alone all day. Many people believe that cats are aloof, and this belief leads to neglecting their emotional needs. But here's the truth, cats are independent. Yes, but they still need love and attention. In fact, many cats, while not as overtly affectionate as dogs, love to be around their humans. My own cat, Chan, for example, isn't the type to jump up on my lap every time I sit down, but she loves to be near me. She'll curl up in the same room and fall asleep just a few feet away, or follow me from room to room, quietly asking for attention when she feels like it. The key here is patience. Cats show affection in their own way, but it's just as meaningful. So, do you have a cat that seems to keep their distance but still shows affection in their own special way? Maybe they sit beside you or nudge you with their head. Tell me how your cat shows their love. I'd love to hear your stories. Myth number 2. Cats hate water and will always run away from it. Ah, yes, this one's a classic. Cats and water don't mix, right? They've all been there, the cat who looks horrified the second they're near a bath or even a sink with running water. But here's the surprising truth, not all cats hate water. In fact, there are plenty of cats who actually love water. Whether it's playing with it, splashing around, or even taking a dip. My cat, Chan, doesn't mind water at all. She's always fascinated by the sink faucet. And if I turn it on, she'll watch the stream, sometimes even dipping her paws into the water. And it's not just Chan. There are many stories out there of cats who love a little splash now and then. Have you ever had a cat who enjoyed water? Maybe they like to play with the faucet or even get in the tub. Share your stories in the comments. Myth number 3. If your cat is scratching everything, it's a sign of anger. This is one myth that really needs to be debunked. Scratching is a totally natural behavior for cats, and while it may look like they're destroying your furniture, it's actually an essential part of their lives. Cats scratch to keep their claws healthy, to stretch their muscles, and yes, to mark their territory. It's not always about anger. If your cat is scratching something they shouldn't, it's a sign that they need an appropriate outlet for their instincts. Scratching isn't an act of aggression. It's just their way of saying, I'm here and I need to keep my claws sharp. I've learned this the hard way. At one point, I was so frustrated with Chan for scratching my favorite chair, but after doing some research, I realized she was just being cat. Have you ever misunderstood your cat's scratching behavior? Maybe it felt like they were being rebellious, but they were just doing what comes naturally. Let me know in the comments if you've had any scratching miscommunications with your cat. Myth number 4. You should leave your cat alone when they're in a bad mood. It's easy to assume that when your cat is upset, the best thing to do is give them space. While that can sometimes be true, it's not always the case. Cats, like people, need comfort when they're feeling down. If your cat is acting aloof, growling, or even hissing, it doesn't mean you should completely ignore them. In fact, sometimes they might need your comfort more than ever. I've found that when Chan is upset, she might hide for a while, but if I approach her gently, she'll often seek my company, just needing a little reassurance. Don't give up on your cat just because they're in a bad mood. Sometimes just being present can make a world of difference. How do you comfort your cat when they're feeling grumpy or down? I'd love to hear your approach. Do you give them space or offer comfort? Share your thoughts below. Myth number 5. If your cat is purring, they're always happy. Here's a big one, the belief that a purring cat is a happy cat. Sure, purring often indicates contentment, but not always. Cats also purr when they're stressed, anxious, or even in pain. For example, when Chan is feeling unwell, she will often purr, even though she might be hiding or not acting her usual self. It's important to understand that purring is a complex form of communication. And just because your cat is purring doesn't necessarily mean everything is okay. Have you ever been puzzled by your cat's purring? Maybe they purred during a trip to the vet, or when they were feeling a bit off. Let me know in the comments if your cat has ever confused you with their purring. Now that we've busted these myths, let's answer some common questions I get asked all the time from fellow cat owners. Question 1. Why does my cat purr when they're upset? Great question. Cats purr for many reasons. And while it's often a sign of happiness, it can also be a sign of self-soothing or even pain. If your cat is purring but also showing signs of distress like hiding or avoiding food, it's important to pay attention to the context. Question 2. How can I stop my cat from scratching everything? The best way to stop scratching is to provide a designated scratching post or pad. Make sure to place it in areas where your cat likes to scratch. You can also try using cat-safe deterrents like double-sided tape on your furniture. But remember, scratching is a natural behavior, so redirecting it is the key, not stopping it altogether. Question 3. What should I do if my cat is grumpy and I don't know why? If your cat is in a bad mood, it's important to observe their behavior closely. Is something in their environment changing? Are they stressed or anxious? Sometimes, cats act out when they're feeling unsettled. Approach them gently and give them space if needed, but don't ignore them. Question 4. How do I know if my cat is happy? Great question. While cats don't always express their happiness in the same way as dogs, there are signs you can look for. A relaxed body posture, purring, and kneading are all good indicators that your cat is content. If your cat is rubbing against you or following you around, that's another sign of affection. Question 5. What do I do if my cat is ignoring me? If your cat is ignoring you, don't take it personally. Cats are independent creatures, and they have their own schedules. Sometimes they need space or simply aren't in the mood for attention. Just be patient, and when they're ready, they'll come to you. Have you ever been in a situation where your cat was ignoring you? How did you handle it? Share your stories below. So, there you have it. 5 cat behavior myths that are probably holding you back from being the best cat owner you can be. I hope this video has given you a fresh perspective on understanding your feline friend better. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your experiences with your cat's behavior, whether it's scratching, purring, or just being a little grumpy. Let me know in the comments how you've debunked these myths with your own cat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with more cat tips and stories. Until then, give your cat a little extra love from me.